This conference will now be recorded.
Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So, where are we? We were on. Hmm. So, today is 17th of December, and on 17th of December, we will start with our next four session. Okay. So, let me just come over here. Whatever we have done till yet, let's identify that and then we can start. Okay, so we met on 13 14 were off, we met on 15th December, and on 15th of December was Monday. We have done, we started with ledger setup, and then we done some chart of accounts, we done some fiscal calendar, we done some accounting currency, and we done some currency exchange rate. Okay, so today we are going to start with our I think on 16th also we met, 16th of December. Did we met on 16th of December? Let me check 1 minute. 14, 15 was off. So, okay, sorry. This was the second, this was 16th of December. Today is 17th of December, and today is very important class from the interview point of view. Okay, so please have your notebook ready because I'm going to tell you account structure and financial dimension. Account structure and financial dimension. So if you got the point of today's class, you will be getting most of the interview questions from here. Okay, so that's why let's get started with it. And let me open my presentation as well. Yeah, let's use the new slide. So now, what is financial dimensions and how you will get it and how to decide? Acha, let me give you one example before and then I will start. Let's see, for example, what happens. Uh, there are three transactions I will show, okay, that we are going to do in the coming days. So first transaction is the what is our org structure. There is a consolidation company, there is a elimination company, then below it there are five entities. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, this is our org structure. One company is in US, UK, UAE, and India and Australia. So here you start the business with some funds, right? Means at the at this top level where the stakeholders are there, they will input some money in it, right? Then only something can happen. So this stakeholder, when they put in some money, the entry is bank account will be added and their equity. We consider the amount invested by the stakeholders is considered as equity. So equity will be credited. Okay, so the entry will be bank debit by, let's say for example, 10,000 US dollars. Okay, 10,000 USD, and this is bank. Sorry for my handwriting, but make a note of it. Okay, bank debit to equity credit. Equity credit with negative of $10,000. Okay, second entry we will do is of purchase. Okay, that is purchase of license. Because when you invest in D365, you have to purchase the licenses cost. Okay, so this license cost is, let's say for example, it is around 200 US dollars. Okay, so purchase of license cost will be purchase expense added with some amount of 200, you did purchase expense, and from where you have paid? You paid it from bank account. So bank will be minus 200. And when I say accounting terms, so purchase expense plus, that means debit, bank minus, that means credit. Okay, third. For everyone, you get a salary at the month end, right? There are two entries that gets targeted in it. Okay, what are those two entries? Your account. Let's say we have Akil. So Akil bank account will be added with some value, and his company, wherever he is working, that bank, or I can say that is HDFC Bank. His employer is giving him from HDFC Bank. That will be minus. That means whenever there is accounting entry happen, there are two impacts. Okay, one is debit impact, one is credit impact. Debit impact, credit impact. Those who don't know the accounting terms, just remember the okay key points. Always there will be two entries created, two accounting entries created. One is a positive entry, one is a negative entry. Positive is considered debit, minus is considered credit. Okay, I hope things are clear to you till here. Now I am coming to my topic now. This is my financial dimensions. Okay, so whenever you are going to create, you are going to start with your uh, im- um, start with your project. Okay, so what will be the process? What will the workflow? You gave the interview, you cracked the interview. Okay, then in the organization, you get your laptops and accessories. Okay, then you will be assigned to a client. Okay, this client can be a new implementation client where the project is newly getting started. The project is already there and you are working as a support engineer for this project. Then third one, there will be integrations, okay, where you are managing the integrations or you are managing as a finance consultant. If a CA is there, she can be here, she can be here, or she can be here also. Okay, so when you will get this type of project, na, you have to prepare one documentation. Okay, that documentation name is FRD or FDD or BRD. BRD is prepared at initial level when you are going to the client. Okay, you visit to the client place. This is your client. You visited here. You understand the business requirement. Once you get the business requirement, you documented it and you said, "Ki, okay, we will prepare the BRD and against this BRD, the FRD and FDD will be prepared." Okay, so please make a note that these three documentations can be asked in your interview questions. Now I am coming back to my financial dimensions concept. Okay, again let me write my financial dimensions. I told you there are,
Excuse me,
yes,
do you have any sample of BRD, FDD? So if we see it,
1 minute. Uh, Okay, next time when we will meet, I will open that documentation. Okay, remind me of that case because
okay,
today the time will be taking. I need to find that documentation.
okay,
This documentation is nothing but okay. Let me show you in the real time environment, and then I will tell you. Okay. Now coming to the financial dimensions concept. So what do you mean by financial dimension concept? I in the previous slide over here, I told you three major accounting entries. My org structure is this: consolidation, elimination, and five companies. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. First one was stakeholder entry. There are five companies. That means five entries of stakeholders. Second one is expense. There are five companies plus two consolidation company. This was license purchase. That means they have to purchase the license at the top level, which will be implemented at every level. But the revenue but the expense will be utilized, need to be utilized by all the seven companies. That means the expense of $200 will be divided by seven if they have this particular method. So 200 divided by 7, that means 7 entries will be there. Means one entry for this, one entry for this. Maybe it is done at one level only, but let's say for example this is done over here. Okay, then after the expense, stakeholders done, expense done, and the third entry was salary entry. Okay, you will pay to the employees of consolidation company, elimination company, all these companies. So there are salary also there. Then it is seven companies. Okay, total in a day, how many entries I have done? 5, 7, 12, and 7, 19 entries I have done. These 19 entries is of one day. Now I multiply it with 30 days. Okay, and multiply by 12 days. Now around you have approximately, I will not calculate it, but it is somewhere around more than 4,000 entries coming to my place in my D365 Finance and Operations. Now, what are the features I will get? Okay, so these entries, stakeholders are there in the equity. So I created one main account yesterday which was 3001. I will show you in the environment also. Then expense entry is created, then salary entry is created. Okay, in every ERP system you go either in NetSuite, you go in SAP, you go in Infor, or you come to D365 Finance and Operations. Okay, you will find one concept that with every entry, let's say for example stakeholders debit to bank, no sorry, stakeholder credit to bank debit. Okay, so this particular entry, when it is passed, it is just a financial information. Okay, that stakeholders had inputted $10,000 into the bank account. This is the only financial entry. But whenever we do some such type of transactions, you come in tally also. In tally also, they will add on few information on it. What are the information? Like there will be ledger information, in which ledger it is going. Ledger means main account. Okay, in which main account it is going. Second, we will also add some department. We will add some business units. We will add some project. We will add some cost center. Okay, so these are the informations we can add. Okay, what is the use of this information? At the end of 365th day, let's say for example 365th day, every all the this is a shared data. Okay, first thing you have to convey in your interview that financial dimension is a shared data in D365 finance and operations. That means one dimensions I will create in the consolidation company or elimination company or one, two, three, four, anywhere, it will be copy pasted to all the companies. Okay, this is the, I can say, this is the feature. Okay, or this is the important feature from D365 finance and operations. Okay, that financial dimension is shared data, and that means a department which is created at the company number 5 will be available in company number 1 also. Then in that case what will happen, at the end of the year you can have a balance that, okay, department, let's say what are the departments. So department can be sales department, department can be marketing department, department can be production department, department can be IT. Okay, so these are the four departments. So at the end of the year when you will run your one report, or you means there is a report in the financial term trial balance. If nobody knows what actually the trial balance, then I will tell you that this trial balance is actually prepared a chart of accounts. We defined it at the ledger level, okay, in the ledger form, and chart of accounts consist of main accounts. And when you run the main accounts again, this particular report, it will show the total of all the main accounts. Okay, so at the end of the day, this financial dimensions will be available to you at the trial balance level also. That means you can have a balance, you can have a transaction balance. Okay, the importance of this particular report, the trial balance report, is by one example I can tell you. Let's say for example, I have a bank account in Kotak Mahindra Bank. Okay, in a Kotak Mahindra Bank, I am getting my salary and I am doing my expenses. Okay, expenses are in the terms of UPIs and in the terms of direct cash transfer. Okay, so in that case, if I have this Kotak Mahindra Bank and I'm getting last 1 year of transaction, I'm getting from Kotak Mahindra Bank, it helps me to check that how much salary I have taken away from the from the from my employer. Okay, so what I need to do in the Kotak Mahindra Bank transactions, I will filter on the salary part only. So for 1 year, there will be 12 salaries I have been given to me. So against that 12 salary, I can then identify that okay, each month how much I have expended. So that in the same way, this is at personal level. At the company level, this particular software, at the consolidation will be done for the stakeholders. So stakeholders w- can't go to each transaction, they can't check 4,000 entries. If they start checking this, then it is a micromanagement. Okay, so instead of this, what they see, that okay, they will get a report that okay, in this particular year, company number one has done this expense, this expense, this expense, and where the highest expense is there. Then they will also identify what is the revenue of company one, revenue of company two. Okay, so isn't it very good that okay, from one software only they will get everything. Now coming back to the financial dimension topic, coming back to the financial dimensions topic, so first thing what you need to say, the first thing, it is a shared data. Second, used as tagging for transactions, tagging for transactions. Third, it helps in reporting. Okay, it helps in reporting. Fourth, for the interview purpose, you will suggest that okay, this data is shared data. It is used for tagging on the transaction, reporting. It helps in reporting and analysis. Then coming to the configuration part, how you will configure it. Configuration. As I told you that financial dimensions is shared data, so Microsoft gives some financial dimensions inbuilt by the system. Okay, I will show you where it is showing, where it is there. Okay, then against a financial dimension, let's say department is a financial dimension. Against the department, there are few dimension values will be given, and these dimension values will be applicable to you at the transaction level. Okay, so that means whenever, let's say for example, you are doing a expense. Okay, you are doing a somebody from your in C001 company. Okay, there is some expenses happened. Okay, what are these expenses? These are, let's say for example, you purchased a raw material. Okay, you purchased a raw material, and when you did a raw material transaction, so transaction will be raw material addition to bank. You will be paying for this raw material, so bank will be minus subtracted. That means raw material debit to bank account credit. Over it, whenever you will create a transaction document, okay, against that transaction document you will add few information, that it is done for department number 4. It is done for the cost center, for this department number will be 1. Okay, so these two information you will add at the financial dimension level. Okay, so financial dimension, then this is the financial dimension value, and against this financial dimension value you will be getting the report. Okay, now let me configure it in the system. So how I will configure, let's see. I will go back over here. I will go back over here. I will come to my environment. Hmm. I will come to the company C001. On the C001, let us go to the general ledger module. On the general ledger module, collapse all. Then go to chart of accounts. Under the chart of account, there is a dimensions. On the dimensions, there is a financial dimensions. Click on the financial dimensions. And these are the financial dimensions. I told you that, okay, this is a shared data. Hmm. This is a shared data. That means if I open it in C00, I right now I'm in USMF. Let me go to C001. So right now I'm in the C001 entity. So in the C001 entity, same data you are seeing. That means financial dimensions are common for C001 to 5 and consolidation elimination company also. Now coming to the point is we are which financial dimensions you will utilize. So for that you will understand from your client. Okay, that means at the time of discovery phase, at the time of when you are coming to, when you are understanding the business of your client and you are preparing a BRD document, business requirement document, at that level you will get your org structure. Okay, then you will get your financial calendar, you will ask for the chart of accounts, okay, you will ask for the currency, and then you will ask for your financial dimensions. Okay, in this way you will ask all the questions to your end user, and end user, if he is coming from dynamics background, he will understand these names. But if he is not coming from dynamics background, he is coming from SAP, Infor, QuickBooks, Tally, any other software, then you need to explain these concepts. Then I believe you are getting, you all three are getting my point, that why I am focusing on all these concepts a lot. Okay, so now you have to explain what is financial dimensions, and in the BRD you have to note down that how which financial dimensions you can utilize. For example, you can have 26 financial dimensions. I have seen maximum in my life in one of the project. Means for a particular transaction, for this particular transaction they will enter 26 dimensions. They want to track down different positions, different information in one particular transaction. Okay, so but for our case we will for our organization structure, we will take 5 financial dimensions from the system. Okay, let's say for example, if there is a financial dimension like agreement is there, bank account is there, business unit is there, I want a financial dimension which is not applicable, or sorry, which is not there in the system in the list. Okay, for example, let's say business, I will tell you the department concept. This is a department, there is a dimension value, click on it. Once you click on the financial dimension, these are the values: sales and marketing, operations, finance, the IT department. Means you are going to utilize 0 to 5 as a financial dimension in the transaction, and against it, this is the description. IT department is 025. Okay. So you can add also new financial dimensions, but for adding also, you need to take down the environment and from the LCS, and then addition is allowed. Else you can use the data management framework also to add the values. Okay, you can create a new financial dimension also. If it is not there, to create a new financial dimension you can click on the new button. These are the all the list of financial dimensions which are already there in the system. If you want to add a new one, you can add a custom dimension, and custom dimension means Coke dimension. Okay, Coke dimension 1. Then reporting column name, if you want to give the reporting column name, means whenever the report is getting run, which from where this financial dimension will take place. Okay, Coke dimension. Okay, Coke DI. Okay, so reporting column name will be okay, Coke TI, no problem. Dimension value mask. I told you that the masking I have done at the main account level also. So I'm saying that okay, dimension value can be of maximum of 4 digits only. Okay, now I will save it. It will it has an invalid character. This is the invalid character. Space is not allowed. You will see that the dimension name nowhere has the uh, space is allowed. Okay, so now I will save it. It is asking that the update to dimension will not take effect until dimension activation is run. Okay, there is a particular mm, report that needs to be run in the deployment.setup tool. Okay, so I will close it for now. It is in the inactive status, but you will ask in your real-time environment, you will go to the financial dimensions, you will add it, and then you will ask your technical team to take down the environment at the maintenance mode, and then you will be able to edit. Okay, and second thing, a workaround is, a shortcut is, you will go over here under data management, and then you can add it. I will show you from here also, don't worry. Okay, let's come to the financial dimension definition, where now you have explained the financial dimension to your client. Now you will be asking that okay, where is this financial dimensions will be allowed, will be entered. So what I will do, I will go to the modules, I will go to the general ledger section, and on the general ledger section I will go to the structures. Now let's go to the structure and configure the account structure. This is also a pet question, that what is the difference between configure account structure and advanced rule structure? Okay, and have you worked on it? Okay, so three questions I have told you from the starting of the session. Just be with me. Okay, now I can utilize this account structure is also a shared data. Okay, but let me first create a new account. Okay, so cook cook account structure, and add the main account. Mark it as yes. Main account means those 5 main accounts which I have added yesterday. Okay, so I will show you. Duplicate the tab, and over here let's go to the general ledger module. Let's go to the ledger setup and ledger form. So this is the Coke chart of accounts, right? Yesterday we prepared this Coke chart of account. On the Coke chart of accounts, we have these main accounts. So actually, this is the main account. Okay, we are linking everything. Everything is linked in an ERP system. Okay, so the first form which you are going to create is this ledger form. Okay, after creating the org structure and the company, you will come to the ledger form, and then now you are going to ask for the account structure, because without account structure you will not be able to use the main account. Which main account? These are the the main account which is there in the chart of accounts. Okay, so you will not be able to utilize. Okay, so now let's go to the account structure and add the segment. Second step is add the segment. On the segment addition, you will get the list of all the financial dimensions I told you, right? So if I go to general ledger module and I go to dimensions, go to financial dimensions. Over here, let's close it. Agreement, bank account, business unit FR. See, agreement, bank account, business unit FR. Okay, so which financial dimensions we will utilize? That you need to ask from your customer. Okay, to whom you are implementing, or if you are stuck in this in your where in your support project, that you need to check that okay, whenever you are posting, any error is coming up, check the account structure, that what dimensions they have added. Okay, I want cost center. These are the famous financial dimensions. Okay, that's why I'm using it. Then department. Okay, business unit, cost center, department. Any famous is there? Uh, Purpose, no. Store, no. If you are working for a retail client, let's say for example, Coke has a shop also where they sell Coke. Okay, so in that case, you can have store also as a financial dimensions, which will capture the information that there are 7 or 8 retail stores and that particular bottle of Coke is sold from which particular store. So if such type of information, when you go with the client, uh, mm, you have to ca- you have to think in your mind that what actually where where are these how the dimensions will be captured, or what type of dimensions you can give it to your client. Okay, reporting can be based on which entity. Okay, so for example, last example I will give on financial dimensions. Okay, and then you will be able to understand it. Okay, so financial dimension, last example for you. Okay, if those who have not understood the financial dimensions, let's say for example there is a Coke we are preparing. Okay, org structure is like this: consolidation, elimination, 1 2 3 4. Okay, don't mug up, huh? The means it is not a hard and fast rule that it will be like this only. But why I am writing it at means multiple times, because this org structure should accordingly you have to plan your implementation. Okay, so now Coke financial dimension. What is financial dimension? If anybody asks you, let's say for example, Coke is this particular company we are preparing in US. Okay, we are implementing D365 Finance and operations in this Coke US. Now this Coke in US has several stores. Okay, one store is in New Jersey, second one is Dallas, second one is Texas, then Virginia, then Florida. Okay, so these are the 4 shops. So this is the shop. Okay, you enter it from here, you exit it from here. Okay, and there is a here there is a bill desk. Here the billing will happen, and this is the rack. Okay, you enter, you go to one rack, second rack, third rack, fourth rack, and you took the item. You come out, go to the billing. Billing happened, come out. What is the impact of it? This information. Stakeholder who is sitting over here will see at the end that okay, how much sale has happened from this store, this store, this store, this store, this store. How he will identify. In financial terms, only the entry is like this. Let's say for example, item. Okay, finished goods. FG, finished goods. Okay, in New Jersey is sold finished goods. Then the item is Coke bottle. Okay, Coke bottle, and the item is $4, and $4 Coke bottle subtracted, and bank of the stakeholder is added, credited. Okay, accounting terms he has only this information. But if he want to see tomorrow, he want to invest in New Jersey, Dallas, Texas. But let's say for example, in New Jersey there were 1,000 bottles purchased. In Dallas there were 500 bottles purchased. In Texas there were 700 bottles of Coke purchased. In Virginia there were 800 bottles of Coke purchased. In Florida there is 1500 bottles of Coke purchased. Now this is the information. This is actually the expense for the stakeholder, right? For purchasing you have to pay. है ना? So let's say for example you paid $2 each on bottle. Okay, and in Florida the same bottle cost, let's say for example it is $1. Here it is $1.5. Here it is $3. Here it is $4. Accordingly he will set the price. Right? है ना? So now this is the accounting entry when the Coke bottle is sold. Okay, so the stakeholder who is sitting over here will get a credit message in his phone. Okay, So what will happen if he is not marking any entry with the store name? If the store name is there, okay, and at the night, what is the total inventory for now in the morning? Okay, this is the inventory at 17th of December. This is the inventory. Okay, what is the total inventory? 1500, 2200, 3000, and 4500 is the total inventory cost. Inventory. Okay, this is the inventory value. Then you will multiply it with the cost. Then you will get an inventory value. Okay, for 4500 is the inventory value in the morning. In the night, stakeholder comes and he checks that, okay, my out of 4500, 3000 is the current inventory. That means 1500 is sold. Now, if you don't have any idea about from which store he has gone, because the purchase price was different, the cost price is also different. Okay, the selling price is also different at each store. So 1500, he need to check that what is the profit, okay, profit for the day. Then he need to also to identify profit of the day. Then he need to identify profit of the store. Then accordingly he will spend. Okay, he will allocate the expenses. So if you don't have the financial dimension concept, okay, and you only have this information, $4 and $4, this information for a business is nothing. Okay, for him, he don't want to, means, from our side, what we see as an employer, okay, what we see, we are working in a project at the month end, get the salary, spend it. Okay, something you save it. But for an employer who is sitting over here, he has to look down the inventory cost. He has to give the salary also. He has to look down about the investment also, because next day, according to the purchases, according to the expenses, or according to the selling of the bottles, okay, he will invest this much amount again. So basis on this financial dimension concept, if a tagging is marked at the entry level while doing the entry, it will help you out. Okay, now coming to the part is what we have done in D365 Finance and Operations. We have a concept called account structure. Account structure. So what is account structure? Accounting structure is a definition where we define the main account plus financial dimensions. Okay, that means whenever you will do a transaction, okay, you will do a transaction in the GL level, general ledger. Okay, so here what you will do, you will, for the Coke bottle, the example which I have given you earlier, the you have to enter a $4 expense. So Coke bottle, $4 debit, and bank, $4 credit. Okay, I think I have kept opposite, huh? So $4 is subtracted, Coke bottle inventory is subtracted, this is credit, and this is debit, bank account added. Net value will be 0. Net impact on the accounting will be 0. This is important because you just want to know how much is in the bank account right away. Okay. So similarly, at this level, this is going at a for Coke bottle, you will create a main account where the Coke bottle expenses will be tracked. So let's say, for example, this is coming under the expense side. So you will create a 4002 main account, and the bank is also linked with main account. Okay, so this is also 4000. Okay, positive. This is main account negative, and then over it we will add a financial dimension. Over it we will add a financial dimension. So here you will add department, cost center, business unit. So using these information, it will be helpful for the stakeholder to identify in which department how much is how much expenses have done at this department, what is the cost, what is the business unit. Okay, so this is the last example from my side. If still anybody has not understand, do let me know. Okay, I will try my best to explain it further. Okay, now bank account, this is done. I don't think anything else is important, but yes, as I have seen, okay, in the current scenario where I am working, okay, I have 26 dimensions also. Means with the main account, you can have n number of dimensions also. Okay, so now I will cancel it. These three dimensions are enough for me. But in your real-time environment, when you are going with a client, okay, and you are implementing, please ask from your client how much financial dimensions are there. The more financial dimensions are there, the more the stakeholders will be able to control the or view the main accounts. Okay, but it will also make the system bulky, है ना? So that's why you have to choose the financial dimensions in a very specific way, in a very concerned way. Okay, so right now, why star is there? Why this star is there? Why this star is there? This star means that if I click over here and if I go to the blank allowed, it will add a value over here. Okay, but for now what I will do, I will show you what is the impact of it in the coming session. I will keep it as it is, and going further I will come back on this particular form again and I will show you. Okay, so for now you have to validate it. If there is any issues, system will show it right away, else it will show that okay, validation is completed. Okay, this is a very standard application, so I don't think any error is there. You can click on the active button. The status of this is right now draft. Once it is completed, it will come to the active status and activated. This is a report actually. This form you will see on a regular basis. So right now it is activating. Once it is activated, you will go to the general ledger module, go to the ledger setup and see the magic. Edit it. Okay, remember main account is not editable for now. You will come to the add button, you go to the coke, you select it, and it is saying that has been incorrectly called. Why it is incorrectly called? Maybe it is still in the activation status. Now it is active status. We will refresh the form once. This is soft refresh and this is hard refresh. Okay, so sometimes we need a soft refresh, sometimes we need a hard refresh. Okay, if these key terms is told to you in while doing the while working with the project, so don't be confused. Okay, else you will be identified that you are new to the system. Okay, it should not be like this. Now select it. So see, now it is done. Click on the add button. Cook. Now I will refresh, hard refresh now. Okay, so let's do the hard refresh, the browser refresh, and now we are on the same form. Click on the edit button and see the main account is now usable. Okay, why we are not seeing any main account over here? Okay, now it is there. Okay, it is loaded now. Now, these are the main accounts we have prepared yesterday, but as I told you, this is the realized gain, realized loss, unrealized gain, unrealized loss. So I will prepare four main accounts and I will add these four main accounts over here. Now coming back to the main account concept. If for those who have not understood the main account yet, this is the this is again a time where I'm explaining the main account concept. Okay, so this main account, now I need four main accounts: realized gain, realized loss, unrealized gain, and unrealized loss. These four are very important from the interview point of view. People will ask you what is foreign currency revaluation. Okay, foreign currency revaluation, keep a note of it in your notebook that what is foreign currency revaluation. By the end of by the end of this week you should be able to understand this foreign currency revaluation as well. Okay, now I am coming back to these four main accounts. These four main accounts are considered under the P&L side, profit and loss side. So what we will do, we will prepare a generic account. Okay, generic account normally starts with a different character. We will start it with 8 character, means 8,000. Okay, like this we will prepare. Okay, so how to prepare a main account means whenever there is a gain from the currency, okay, that will be tracked in this main account. Okay, so how to prepare the main account? You know it very well. You go to the general ledger module, go to the accounts, go to the main accounts. Over here, now if I am in the main account, I will click on the new button. I will add 8,001. Okay, Now realized gain. Okay, it is under the profit and loss account, but let's say this is actually the realized gain, so it will be considered as a, normally it is considered as the expense only. Okay, so let me click on the expense only, and let me check if there is anything from the gain. Mm, 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 mm. Why it is important, I will tell you. Okay, the main account category. However, system will allow you to save it, but don't save it. Always ask from the users. Okay, so let's say this is revenue only, है ना? Now clicking on the new button, will come to the 8002. One more is there, and this is realized loss. Okay, this will also come under the expense category, and then on the expense category, this is also considered as expense. Two I have prepared. Okay, two more I have to prepare. 8003. This is unrealized. Okay, we will come on it later. Why, what is unrealized gain, what is unrealized loss. But for now, I am telling you how to prepare a main account. Okay, unrealized gain revenue, and save it. One more I will prepare for it. But do remember, yeah, this will be 100% asked in your interview. Okay, so unrealized loss, how to prepare the main account, and what are these four main accounts. Okay, so this will be asked from you. Unrealized loss, this will consider under the expense account, and main account category will be expense. Okay, now these four information are important, but on the main account there are few other booleans as well.
It's
There are
me, a unrealized loss will be expense or revenue.
unrealized loss it is, so I think it will come under the expense.
Because you unrealized gain, you put it in revenue.
Gain is actually revenue, na? Okay, just wait a second. I will refresh the form and the list will come over here. So realized gain, I kept it in, I kept it in revenue, and unrealized gain, I kept it in revenue. Realized loss, I kept it in expense. Unrealized loss also I kept it in expense. है ना? So actually loss is an expense, right? So that's why I consider it like that. Okay. This the same, if you are stuck anywhere, then where, what is your help, what is your buddy over here in the D365? Your buddy is, go to the chart of accounts. Over here click on the shared chart of accounts, then on the name, filter by uh, realize na, so real will come in everything. So let me contains, apply. See, expense, unrealized is considered liability, realized is considered as revenue. It will help you out, but you need to understand that how they have configured it also. Okay, you can do it like this also. Okay,
Right.
but
Thank
it
you.
depends, yeah, but it depends upon the scenario also, means where you are mentioning, and in future you can change also, no problem in it. Okay, real, filter, apply. So this is standard chart of account, this is shared chart of account. So here also they have prepared four, and they have kept it in the profit and loss account, and then they have the main account category as the other expense, other current liability, other inc, and other ca. Okay, so these are the main account category. I will come on it later, but right now you just have to understand that okay, these are the main accounts, and these four fields are very important. Okay, that's why I'm filling it up. Going further, you will see that okay, I'm utilizing other entries as well, means other fields also I'm going to utilize. There are multiple fields over here, but firstly my focus is to understand the product rather than going by field to field level. Okay, by the end of the sessions, by the end of 15 session, Okay, you will be able to understand every field value. Okay, that's why it is important to you, है ना? Now coming back to the point, I have now added the coke. I will add the realized gain. So the realized gain 8001, realized loss, the loss, realized loss, unrealized gain, unrealized gain, and unrealized loss. Now see the magic. What will happen? Save it. I will copy paste it. Duplicate the tab. Go to C002. C002. Edit it. C002. I think I have not saved it, so that's why it has not come up over here. But let's define Coke. Fiscal calendar also Coke. UAE comes under uh, APEC region. Okay. Now accounting currency also not saved. That's this is UAE, so Coke UAE is AED. Reporting currency, as I told you, everywhere it will be USD. Accounting currency will be default. I'm going to choose, and reporting currency also default, and then budget exchange rate will be default, and I need to save it. Once I save it, I will add the account structure, Coke account structure, and it will take maximum 5 minutes of yours now. Okay, sorry for the delay. Just a minute. Coke and main account. I will save it and then I will refresh the form. Edit, edit, and main account will be available to me. Okay, so 8001. I will copy it. I will paste it. 2, 3, and here we go with the 4. All the forms are okay. Now save it. Once you save it, we will go to the C003 legal entity and copy it. So see, I have defined the main account in one company only, but because my chart of accounts was common, okay, that is the reason I am able to use that main account over here also. This is the this is what I'm going to means I was uh, as showing you. Okay, so here the fiscal calendar UK follows January to December. Okay, let me check also. Fiscal calendar in UK, 6th of April to 5th of April the following year. Okay, that means it should come under the April to fiscal only. So Coke APEC. Okay, and what is the US fiscal calendar in US? October to September. Okay, FY20 the current fiscal year is October to September, but we have taken 1st of October to 31st of December. Okay, so we will keep it January to December only. Okay, for now. Then add the account structure. Accounting currency of UK is GBP. GBP. Yesterday I have not saved it. Yeah, sorry. है ना? That's why it has not came up. Default, 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 and then going with the Coke account structure. Coke will be followed. Select it. Yes. Refresh. So if you are going to do for 26, let's say for example, the maximum legal entity where I have worked over here is within one consolidation company, there were 80 companies. Okay. So the approach depends upon a different scenario. There were 5 companies, that's why I can change it manually and I can work on it. Okay. But when there are 50 or more than 50 companies, then you need to prepare accordingly. Okay. You need to plan the resources. Okay. So means how you will plan the work, that is more important, है ना? So we will do all these things using one Excel sheet import. You will import the Excel sheet and all the information will be filled automatically. Okay. So I hope things are that also I need to show you. I will come on it. So C004, but for now, don't focus on the shortcuts. Actually, DMF data management framework is a shortcut importing, and that is a real-time scenario also. It is not a shortcut. But as you all are new to the system, I will ask everyone to please work manually first and then go with the shortcut. Okay, C005. All the ledger forms are now created. I have shown you the account structure, financial dimensions, add it, and then go for the Coke, Fisk, Coke. This is India, so it will be APAC account structure. Before that, it is asking for the INR, USD, default. Try to keep the values common, okay, at the ledger form level, and convince your client also. It helps him in the form of reporting, okay, and in the maintenance of the data also, because this data you need to change, okay, if required at the year end level. Okay, whenever a new year comes up, at that level you have to change it. Okay, so Coke AS, select it. Okay, yes, and refresh it. I will leave the consolidation and elimination company as it is for now. Okay, uh, and when it is required I will come on it. Okay, edit it and go for the main account 8001, copy paste 8002, 8003, 8004. Okay, so this main account will be utilized whenever there is some gain from the currency. Okay, that will be tracked in this main account. Similarly, bank is giving you one main account. Oh, sorry, account number. Okay, against this account number, you have your salary, you have your transactions of the expenses. Similarly, we are giving account number. We are using the concept of bank only, and against this account number is unique for the realized gain. Okay, like you have your bank account, and that bank account has everything linked with your transactions. Okay, and that is unique to you only. So that means realized gain is a main account where we have given 8001 to track whenever there is a gain from the currency, that will be come over here automatically. Okay, so now this is done. I have implemented 5 ledger forms in front of you. Okay, and why it is important also, what I'm telling you is this chart of accounts is common to everyone. Okay, and the this currency is changed. Okay, the default currency is there. Now this particular form is now set up completely. Okay, what we need to do next time when we will meet, what we need to do, one more thing I will do for you now on the general ledger form. Okay, if I go to general ledger parameters, now this is the second form you are going to update in your D365 module. Okay, so let me go to, now we are going to start with our new form which needs to be filled up, is the general ledger parameter. General ledger parameter. Okay, general ledger parameters and journal setup. Okay, so I'm working, so these are the two forms which are we are going to set up now. So this is a general ledger setup. Okay, here there are multiple booleans are there. I will not go one by one, but I will show you from the use case. Okay, from here I will take the use case, I will set up a scenario against you, and against that scenario what are the setups we require. Okay, so that will be more helpful rather than gathering a creating a dictionary of knowledge. I believe in uh, jack of all, master of none. Okay, so that means you focus on the key use case first, and that use case you will explain in your interview and cracking the interview, and then you will understand all these concepts. Okay, all these booleans. This is just a one WhatsApp message from me. Okay, this is a distance between you and me. You will ask me this on WhatsApp. I will show you that okay, this boolean is utilized for this purpose. You get a job. You give the screenshot of the error. I will try to resolve it, or the possible solution I will give you. Okay, so that's why we will not go for all the booleans, but yes, by the end of the session, by the end of the 25th session or 30th session, whatever it is, we will be able to understand 90% of the concept, and 10% we will leave for the project. Okay, so coming to over here, there is a number sequences. This is the number sequence, and you are seeing the value as blank. Okay, what is the use of number sequence? Why number sequence are utilized? Okay, so I will tell you in a later stage. Okay, but for now I will tell you I will go to the accounts payable. This is one of the module, and this module is utilized for a particular department. Okay, so accounts payable parameters. Uh, Give me 2 more minutes. Okay, just 2 more minutes, and I will finish up. So this is the number sequences, and this under this there is the vendor account. Okay, so what happens, there is a number sequence required by the system, that I will tell you what actually is number sequence. But for now, in your notebook, please mark it this particular information. You go to the organization administration module, go to the number sequence, click on the number sequences form, and this you need to do separately in all the entities. Okay, means C005, C001 everywhere. Then you need to click on the generate button. From here it will take some time. Okay, and I am saving my time for the tomorrow session, else it will take 5 minutes for each company. Okay, so I have shown you that the general ledger setup number sequence is actually blank for now, and system has there are so many number sequence needs to be prepared. Okay, and in every module, so system has given us a feature to generate the number sequence. For one legal entity, system will automatically generate all these number sequences for you. Okay, it will be filled automatically. From this generate button, a wizard form will open, from where you have to click on next, 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 and everything will be filled up automatically. Okay, now I will stop the session from here. Okay, tomorrow when this particular activity will be completed, in four legal entities I will complete, in one legal entity I will leave it for you, and in front of you I will do that. Okay, so I hope this is okay for you, because this needs to be done 7 times. 7 times means 5 minutes if it take in one legal entity, then 7 into, there are 7 entities, 7 into 5, 35 minutes. We will be saving 35 minutes of the session. Okay, now but yes, do write down the path of this number sequence. You need to go to the org admin, number sequences. Okay, this will automatically generate all the number sequences for the module. And what is the use of number sequence, why do we use it, that I will tell you in the later session. Okay, so thank you, thanks all, and good day from here. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time, 7:30 a.m. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks everyone. Bye bye.